Hey everyone, welcome to HIIT Core Yoga. We got a classic ladder tonight. It's 40, 30, 20, 30, 40. So descending, ascending ladder. And we're going to work on some cardio and some strength moves. Lots of legs and core mostly. So it's going to be about 16 minutes long is the HIIT workout. But we're going to start off with some yoga and end off in some yoga. So if you're going to watch this later, then you can kind of skip forward if you just want to do the workout part, or you can just do the first part with the yoga and the last part with the yoga if you want to skip the hard stuff. But you will need probably a sweat towel and a water bottle because this does kind of make you sweat. And just a good sticky mat. And no weights or anything. It's all gonna be body weight tonight. So let's get started on your mat. Let's go to child's pose. I'm gonna turn on some music. So bring your knees wide and your big toes are touching and you're stretching forward. And your forehead is on the mat. So long deep breaths in and out through the nose. We're not going to do a ton of slow holds here for this first part because we just want to kind of get the body warming up. So we're going to hold the pose for just a short amount of time and then move to the next one. It's going to be pretty dynamic. So first lift up the right hand and bring it on the left hand and release back down into child's pose. Stretch it out, pull back through the hips. Breathe into your back. Switch sides. Right hand over to the other side and left hand over top. Release back down. Alright, and then come back to center and bring your palms together in a prayer position, and then you're going to bring the forehead to the floor and then bend the elbows. So the thumbs come to the back of your neck. Now you can walk your elbows more forward and then sink down. So you should feel the stretch in the tops of the shoulders, the triceps. And then release the arms there and then we'll rise up. So we're going to come up into a tabletop position to start with. Your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Begin circling around. So just pick a direction to move into. Think about moving circles around your shoulder joints, around your knees, around your hips. Your core is just slightly engaged here. Practice spreading your fingers nice and wide so they get a stretch as well. Switch the direction, so go counterclockwise and clockwise. Keep your breath kind of fluid, deep inhales, deep exhales. Okay, so we'll just do a little bit of a stretching here. So turning your hands, let the thumbs either point back towards your knees or just point out to the sides, depending on how your hands feel or how much rotation your arms can take there. And then you can lean back to further intensify that stretch. Just breathing deep into that though. And just one more deep breath in. And then deep breath out. And then spin around. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes under and give yourself a push back so you come to the back of the mat and you just are in a squat position. And then we're just going to rock forward, and you can kind of bring the knees onto the elbows and then rock back so that the heels touch the ground. So just back and forth, and you can kind of move, just kind of a flow here, getting your ankles stretched out, getting the hips warmed up a little bit, playing around with transferring the weight into your hands and then releasing from there. One more, forward, and then back. Walk forward into plank from here, and then lower through chaturanga. So lift into an up dog or cobra. Lift your chest forward, pull the shoulders back, and then tuck the toes under, and then come back into downward facing dog. Now you should feel the stretch in through the hamstrings here and the calves. So you're bending into the knees, just kind of moving the hips side to side. Widen the feet, and then start to bend the knees, walk the hands back towards your feet, so you're at the back of the mat again. In a squat position, lift your right arm up, inhale, exhale, down. Lift the left arm up, inhale, exhale, down. If you can't go down this low in a squat, maybe you're here. So you could go halfway, lifting up, exhale, down. Lifting up, exhale, down. Deep breath in, exhale down. One more. Inhale up, and then exhale down. Walk forward into plank position, lower through chaturanga. Lift into up dog or cobra. Back into downward facing dog. Walk it out. Lift your right leg back behind you. Just stretch it back, and then release it down. Left leg, same thing, stretch it back, release it down. Right leg again, back, down, and left leg. And then down. Okay, step forward now to your hands and fold. Pick your feet up, toes up, and then just release them onto the floor, so spreading the toes nice and wide there. So back to center, rise up all the way, reach up to the ceiling. Deep breath in, and then open up the arms nice and wide and fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up all the way, reaching up. Bring the hands to your heart, clasp your fingers, press down. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, take your hands back behind you, clasping, pull back, look up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. Arms reach up, and then exhale, down through the center. Exhale, clasp the press. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands come back, pull back, look up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, release. Clasp and pull back. And lower. Holding. Breathing. And then rising up all the way. Okay, reach up and then take your right arm down to your right side here. Just do that side bend stretch. You can look up with your left arm as you're doing this, or you can look down at your right shoulder depending on how your neck feels right now. Deep breath in and out. Inhale and come back to center, switch sides. Left arm down, right arm overhead. So kind of pressing that hip out to the side, out, right side out to the right. Legs are engaged, lifting up. Breathing. All right, reaching up both arms. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Okay, at the top of the mat, lift halfway. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Drop your right knee down to the ground. Take the arms up for crescent lunge. Keep breathing here. Flat or at your hat, at the top of the head, overhead. Clasp your fingers and then flip the palms, press them up. Lean to your left side. Come up. Lean over to your right side. Back to center. Take your hands back behind you. Clasp your fingers. Pull back. Look up. Shoulders pulling down. One more breath. And then release the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Step back into plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Take it into up dog or cobra. Come back into downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Left knee down. Arms reaching up, holding that crescent lunge. Breathing. are reaching forward, driving forward. At the top, clasp your hands and press up. Lean to your left side. Lean to your right side. Just a small amount, just enough so you can feel that stretch. And then coming back to center, and take the hands back behind, clasping, pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades back, looking up, and releasing. Arms reaching up, hands down to the floor, and then step back into plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Come into up dog or cobra. Just hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into downward facing dog. Walk it out. All right, look forward at the hands and then step up to them. Halfway with inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up all the way, reach up. Deep breath in, then exhale, release. Okay, just getting into a little bit more dynamic workout, warm up. So we're going to do some twisting, and just your feet are separated a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Swing your arms, relax your shoulders, relax your arms as you are twisting left and right. Just letting your arms wrap around your waist. Letting gravity do a lot of the work here. Okay, we'll start to do a little more activations. We're going to move into a squat and toe touch reach. So come down into a squat and then kick forward with your right leg and reach forward with both your hands. Come down to squat and then do alternating legs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, bum comes way back. Exhale, kick forward. So see if you can move with your breath. Should feel like your heart rate gets up there. So you're starting to use those leg muscles. Starting to burn a little bit. One more on each side. Okay, arm swings and butt kickers. So left arm swings over the right arm and right arm swings over the left arm, alternating, and you are alternating heel to bum. And just breathing, chest open. And again, as you're kind of doing the swings, you're just kind of relaxing the arms just to open up that chest. And just kind of letting that gravity do a lot of the work. Just swinging. Keep breathing here. Okay, and then we'll just go into quad stretch here. So holding onto the right foot with your right hand. Just grabbing at the foot or at the top of the ankle there and pulling the heel in towards your bum. And get a little more length and lifting up through that left arm there. Pull back through that right shoulder. Breathe deep. Okay, don't bring the knee out to the side like that. Try to bring it straight back, pointing down as best as you can. Okay, release. Go to the other side. And you can, the option to lift up the arm here, but if you need to hold onto a wall beside you, that's fine as well. Try to point that left knee straight down. So pulling that knee in towards the bum. One more breath in and out. All right, and then release. Okay, so just go ahead and shake it out. If you want to do some box shuffle or skipping or whatever while I'm talking here to explain the first one, then I can do that. I need my timer, so I will be right back. Bear with me. everyone. I'm here. Hope you enjoyed the music. Classic ladder. Okay, we're starting with an extra wide to a narrow squat and then 2 jump lunges. So it's going to look like this. I'm just going to go to the side view. You're going wide and then jumping to narrow and then going 1, 2. And then jumping wide, narrow, 1, 2. I'll go from this side. Wide, narrow, 1, 2. Wide, narrow, 1, 2. Okay? You can do this slower. So wide, narrow, step, step. So lunge back. That's the first one, 40 seconds. Then push up, starting at the chest to the floor. So you're going to be on your belly, toes tucked under, and you're just doing this. So push-ups for straight 30 seconds. So when you push up, tighten your legs, tense your core, tense everything up so that you can lift up in one long piece. If you can, so if you're looking more like this, you're just pushing yourself up into cobra, then try not to do that. Bring your knees in a little bit closer and try to pull up so that your bum is up more up into the air and you're not just kind of moving yourself or pushing yourself into a back bend each time. You're trying to use your arms more than anything. But if you do need the knees to be an assist, then that is okay. Then for C, for 20 seconds, every 20-second one, by the way, is going to be a hold of some sort or some kind of hold with minimal movement. This one is going to be a banana. So basically a hollow body hold, and your legs are up, arms are above your head. Now if you want to rock just slightly side to side to make it harder, then you can do that. If you want to make it easier, just bring your knees in and you can bring your hands underneath or just kind of holding onto your legs, but your shoulders are off the floor and your legs are off the floor, okay? So if you're lengthening your lever, it's going to be harder. If you're going to do some movement, it's going to be harder. So those are the first 3 exercises. We're going to go 40, 30, 20, 30, 40. Starting with the wide squat, narrow squat, and then the lunges. Okay, starting right now. So wide, narrow, jump, jump. So try to keep your chest lifted. Breathing. It's going to be hard to talk. By all means, you can switch to the stepping variation instead of the jumping. You can do the jumping part and then do the stepping. 2, 1. Okay, push-ups, starting with your chest to the floor, and then push up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So your rest pretty much is the whole body laying on the floor. You get a little bit of a break. So you want to do this one big push, extend, make sure you fall and you're in full extension with your arms. When you're in plank, you're pushing yourself up into plank. All right, banana. So you're on your back, on your bum. 3, 2, 1. Remember, this is just for 20 seconds. So try to do the hardest version you can. And then you can always modify. That could be for any of these, right? Always try to do the hardest version and then modify from there. All right, going back up to push-ups. So ascending the ladder here. Okay, getting ready, go. You want to do tricep push-ups, you can do that, as well as with the elbows a little more in, so that they're beside your body. With the chest push-ups, our elbows are out a little bit more. 3, ending it off with our jump lunges. So squat, squat, lunge, lunge. 40 seconds, 2, 1, go. Each round, by the way, is about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. 10 seconds rest in between. Almost there. 7 seconds. One. Okay, that was it. That was your first round. So drink water in between the rounds. I'm going to explain the next round. Not too much water though. You'll be sorry. So first one, starting is the mountain climber. And you're just going to go alternating legs, knee in, and then a twist. Knee in, then a cross. So you're staying in plank the whole time. Right knee comes in, crosses over the left elbow. Left knee in, crosses over the right elbow. So you can do that fast. Try to really, when you're doing that cross, try to really drive it over. Same with driving the knee in as best as you can. All right. That's 40 seconds. Bear push up to walk back and jump tap. So you're at the back of the mat. You're gonna come forward, so you can either walk or I'll just demo the hardest version first. You're basically falling and catching yourself into that bear push up, which you're in a tabletop position, bending your elbows, coming down, and then you're either pushing yourself back and then doing your jump tuck, or you're walking back. So you can walk, do your push up, walk back, do your jump up, jump back. So whatever kind of jump squat you want to do, you don't have to do that jump tuck. You can try once, and if you don't like it, then don't do it, okay? You'll still get your heart rate up there, believe me. Dolphin plank, knee taps. So you're on your arms, forearms, and you're just tapping a knee down. Alternating knees. Try not to be like this. That's cheating. Try to be down here, not overly down, not arching your back, right in the middle. Look down so that you don't have a weird curve in your neck either. Tap, tap, tap. Fast tapping, core engaged the entire time. Try to keep everything very still and in control in your core, and it's just your legs going pop, 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 tapping the knee or tapping the mat. If that hurts your back for any reason, skip the knee tapping, stay in dolphin plank. It's just 20 seconds. Okay, those are our first 3 exercises, starting with 40 seconds mountain climber, knee in, crossover. Let's go. So knee in, crossover, knee in, crossover. Okay, we're doing 4 in total of these sets, and then we're going to repeat. So this next round, after the 4 sets that we're doing, we're going to repeat that, so there's going to be less of me talking, because you'll know what to do. You're going to do all of these all over again, this whole ladder twice. It'll be awesome. All right, that's it. And then bear push-ups, and then the jump tuck or jump squat at the back of your mat. 2, 1, go. Do what you can. Do the walk downs, or what I'm doing is more the plyo version. Almost there, and that's it. Okay, bear dolphin plank knee taps on your forearms. 2, 1, go. Try to bring your heart rate down. So just a good time to really concentrate on your breath. Breathe out through the mouth. And bring that heart rate down. Cool it down. Even though you're working super hard. Okay. Ascending the ladder again. So we got the bear push-ups and then the jump tucks or jump squats. 2, 1, go. 5 seconds, you guys. All right. Ending in the mountain climbers, knee in, crossover. Ready and go. Alternating legs. Knee in, cross. Knee in, cross. Okay, we're at 12 seconds to go. Try to stick with it, grind it out. We're at 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job, high fives. Okay, that was number 2. Do 2 more, and then we're done that first set, and we're gonna go do the whole 4 sets all over again. Twisting jump squat is the first one. We're gonna do the right leg first for that full 40 seconds. That means that last 40 seconds, you kind of get a break because you get to do the other leg. That's your break. That's your gift from me. Okay, we're coming down, twisting. Okay, this is gonna look like this funny power skipping move, okay? So I'm coming down and I'm launching off my leg, my left leg, even though my right leg is coming up, okay? So you're gonna feel that in your left leg and your left ankle. If that's too much, then don't lift off. You'll still feel that. You're not jumping from that ankle. You're just squatting down and then powering through that leg, the quadricep. So you'll still feel it. Right leg only, and then plank split to a burpee. So it's gonna be a burpee style, 30 seconds. You're gonna jump back, plank, and then you're just gonna go split, split, jump forward, and jump up. That's it. Split that. And then we are doing, for 20 seconds, we are doing just a crab hold here. So a stretch, but it's also, if you're not used to doing this could be quite hard here. So try to remember to engage your glutes. Keep your hips up nice and high. So if you're down here, this may not feel like much, but up here, you're gonna feel something, okay? If you want to, you can move around a little bit, make it a little bit harder. Okay, my hands, fingers are kind of pointed out to the sides a little bit, not straight back behind. That pulls your shoulder blades together. Okay, so that's 20 seconds. Then we ascend the ladder, ending on the left leg, that twisting jump squat. 40 seconds to start. You guys ready? Let's go. Come down, nice and low. Drive that knee up. And I'm swinging my upper body too. So my left elbow is pulling towards my right knee, and my right arm is pulling back so I have that leverage. Okay, if you're doing jumping like I am, you'll feel that on your ankle and your calf. It should be burning like crazy. Try to keep your chest up. Breathe into it. So you're exhaling with the power and the twist. Inhaling is lower. Okay, that's it. And then we're into plank split burpees. So at the top of your mat, 3, 2, 1, jumping back to plank. Split, split, forward, jump up. 7 seconds here. 2, 1. Okay, you're in a crab. So chest up, bum up. Okay, you can drop your head back if you want to. You just want to enjoy the stretch. Just stay where you are, bring the heart rate down, because it's gonna go right back up there in not too long here. Okay, you got 7 more seconds of this. Okay, if you just want to do this, kind of stretchy, forward, back, that's fine too. Come on up. Ready for burpees. Plank split, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Try to keep your core engaged. Here, just you can walk back, by the way. You don't have to jump back. One at a time. You can walk forward and you can also just reach up instead of jumping up. Okay, doing that power skip. You know, left leg, so that right elbow is gonna drive to the left knee. It's coming down and swing. So left arm pulls back. Remember to work with your breath. Big exhale, feels more natural because you're powering out. You're also twisting your body, twisting the air out, contracting the muscles. Should feel that right ankle, right quad, should be burning. You should feel awesome. Feel like you're alive. Okay, that's it. Good job, good job. Number 3 done. Number 4 is next. Repeat after that. Sideways bear crawl. So a little bit of primal movement here, so bear crawling or just crawling in tabletop position, going sideways. Turn all fours. Your knees, this is key. Your knees are off the ground. Okay, toes tucked under. Knees off the ground. This is a forward crawl, back crawl, and we're going sideways. So use the length of your mat. We're going to go sideways. Stay in that. Now we're going to flatten out. Make sure I'm on the camera. Flatten out. Do a Superman. Pull back. Jump your knees. Jump your feet in so that your knees are bent again. Go to the other side quickly. Okay? And then you can pick up the pace from there. Quickly flatten out, quickly jump back into the position, side to side. 40 seconds. Lunge pulse to a lunge jump. That's just switching legs. So get more lungy action. So you're back with right leg back, say, going 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, or 1, 2 pulse, come forward, switch back. So you just do a slow version, you don't do the jumping switch. Okay, you can do it. If you don't want to have that, if you don't want to do the jumping, you can make this a no jumping class just by doing the slow switches. That is fine. Plank to dolphin pose is the 20-second one. So we're in a dolphin plank. So down here, so you're up on your tippy toes anyways, heels up, and then you want to pull back. Squeeze up through your bum, or through your navel, and then lift your bum, and then come forward. So contract, and then release. Well, you're releasing more of your shoulders, but you're not releasing your core the entire time. Your core is engaged, but it's just your power is pulling back up into your legs. Your chest is pulling to your thighs, and you're pushing down through your forearms the entire time. So back and forth, dolphin plank to dolphin pose. Okay, let's get started. Sideways bear crawl, 40 seconds. And go. So move to one side, flatten Superman, go to the other side. Okay, if you're just learning crawling, it takes a while to get, but super effective, really good way to get hot, get heat up through your body, because it takes a lot of core, just moving like a bear. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's kind of a surprise cardio. Looks easy, but it sneaks up on you. Okay, lunge pulsing. 1, go. So lunge, lunge, switch. So just switching on your third. This is 30 seconds, by the way. Try to keep your chest lifted. 6 seconds. 1, okay. So dolphin plank, 2 dolphin pose. On your forearms, 3, 2, 1. So legs are really engaged as well. Quadricep muscles engaged, knees pulling up into the muscle. Big exhale when you pull back and pike, and then an inhale as you let go. Okay, that's it. Moving up the ladder for the lunge. Lunge pulsing, guys. Go. Two, 1. Okay, back to bear crawl. 4, 3, 2, go. All right, almost there, you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, I'm dripping with sweat. And we're done the first set. You can stop here. I want to take it to another level. Keep with me, and we're gonna do a whole other round. It's gonna go faster. It's gonna blow your mind and your body. Okay, starting with those extra wide squats. Remember at the top, wide, and then lunge, lunge. Okay, 40 seconds. Push-ups, chest to floor, banana. Okay, take your drink, cool it down, get ready for the next round. All right, you guys. I'm gonna start it right now. Okay, 40 seconds and go. Wide, narrow, lunge, lunge. Now your body kind of has an idea of what to do. There's a little bit of muscle memory. It's gonna work a little bit more harder, but also you're gonna be a little more efficient as well. All right, push-ups, chest to floor. Starting with the chest to floor. 3, 2, 1. feeling as I push up and inhaling down. So try to gain control of your breath so that you can make that happen. Sync those movements with your breath. You'll be a lot more efficient and you won't find yourself kind of gasping for air and all out of breath. If you find some kind of control within it, that's the key. Okay, banana. Go, banana. Getting into a little rocking. Modify it however you want. I'm gonna stop talking because it's hard in this position. All right, that was it already. So push-ups, starting to check the floor. In 5, 2, and go. I'm breathing in through the nose, big push out through the mouth. All right, whew, I was getting tired. Okay, ending in the squat, squat, lunge, lunge. 40 seconds, you guys, go. You can do this whole second round, no jumping. If you did the first part, jumping, and you don't got any juice left, try to stay with it. Keep working somehow, try to keep moving. Even if you're just making up your own cardio, try to stick with it. If there's something you can't do, try to modify. Okay, that's it. Good job, 1 round done. 3 more to go. It's going fast, it's gonna be awesome. Mountain climber, knee and cross. Bear push-ups to walk back, so you either fall down, do a jump tuck at the back, or do a squat jump, and the dolphin plank knee taps, or just straight up dolphin plank for that 20 seconds. So starting with mountain climbers, you guys, go. Knee in, cross, knee in, cross. Keep driving that knee, pull it in as far as you can to the elbow. Try to push yourself. Eight seconds. 3, 1. Holy moly. Okay, bear push-ups, walk back, jump tuck, at the back of the mat. It's getting hot in here. Okay, go. Seconds. 5. That's it. Dolphin. Knee taps or dolphin plank. 2, 1, go. Tappity tap tap. Bring that heart rate down. Concentrate on your breath. Key to HIIT 2 is finding, taking advantage of those breaks. So you bring your heart rate down. So we want to go down and then you want to go up. Up and down, up and down. Okay, we're going back up to bear push-ups. All right, mountain climbers. 2, 1, go. Alternating legs. You can do it nice and slow so that you're just working on the isolating move instead of cardio. Once you pick up the speed in most things, that's going to raise your heart rate. So if you start to slow it down, slow down the movement, the heart rate should slow down as well. Even though you're working like crazy. Isolating moves. Lots of things happening in this move. Core is engaged. 2, 1. Okay, good job. We are down to those twisting, fun jump squats. Oh, skip-a-rama here. So we put on some whistling music. Okay. Just jump squats, and then we're plank split. So you're kicking your legs out to the side in a plank. That's burpee style. And then your crab, holding crab, chest up, and then the twist and squat to the left, or squat, then twist to the left side. So we'll start with our power skip, and 40 seconds. Go. So right knee, left elbow, right knee. Left elbow, right knee. Swing your right arm back, launch off your left leg. Exhale, exhale as you come up. Okay, got 12. Get down nice and low. Okay. All right, we got the plank split, burpee style. So you're at the top of the mat, then you're gonna jump back and walk back to plank. 2, 1, go. Split, split. Either jumping forward, walking forward. I recommend walking forward and walking back and just reaching up. If you just really need to bring your heart rate down. That way, you're gonna keep moving and you're gonna be just as effective. Okay, that's it. And then crab. Take a nice break. Okay, 2, 1, go. Holding crab. So this is putting your body into your spine into extension. So naturally, more air is just gonna flood in to your lungs and to your belly. Should feel great. Enjoy it. Take it down to it. All right, that was way too short. Okay, next step, burpee. Okay, back to your side planks or your split planks. Ten, 7, 1. Okay. Okay, power skip. Left knee is going to come to the right elbow. In 3, and 2, and 1. Good news, guys. After this, we have one more, and we're done. Then it's yoga, and it's gonna feel amazing. You can give yourself 1,000 pats on the back for doing this. Breathe through it. Exhale up. Good job. All right, one more to go. right, all right. It is a little hot. Hopefully you're still with me. Yay, everybody. Okay, sideways bear crawl. Oh, this is fun, so fun. Try new moves. Bear crawl, Superman, right? Sideways, sideways. Done it before. Lunge pulse, 2 lunge pulses. Bam, bam, switch, bam, bam. Or you're walking, you're just doing those walks, okay? Dolphin plank, 2 dolphin pokes, okay? Easy peasy, sideways bear crawl. Let's do it. All right, go, go, go. If you haven't got your heart rate up, for some reason, this whole class, go faster. Do this move really fast. Do this 40-second, as fast as you can, and maybe that'll do it. Make sure you're doing proper form though. Well, knees are floating. Your knees are not touching the ground in your crawl. They are floating. Your back is flat. All right. Switch lunge, pulse and then switch lunge. And again, gonna make this harder. Do it faster. Pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Unless you're superhuman, your heart rate should get up somewhat. If it's not, maybe you need a weighted vest or something. But pretty sure after the second round, you probably won't need one. This will probably be good. You're feeling pretty good. 2, 1, okay. Dolphin plank, 2 dolphin. Halfway there. 2, 1. Okay, plank, scoop up, plank, scoop up the belly. Inhale, exhale. All right. Oh, it's 20 seconds, way too short. Okay, we're getting into the lunges again. Pulse, pulse, lunge. Pulse, pulse. Chest up, remember. Just keep thinking about your breath, thinking about your form. Switch to the walking version if it's too much. Whoa, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. This is no joke. Okay, we're gonna bear crawl land. This is our last one, you guys. Go for it. Just gonna go quiet here so I can finish. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That is it. High five, everybody. 2 rounds, really intense. Head, whole body weight. Who says you need a gym? You can totally do this on your basement floor. Okay. All right. Great if you're short on time, right? You can only do that. You do the first round. That is awesome too. You can do 1, 3, or 4 sets. That whole first round, you are amazing. Okay, if you did those 2 rounds, that means you got the time, which is awesome, and you're also doubly amazing because you got the energy too. So good on you. Okay, we're gonna get to some yoga here. So what we're gonna do is bring that heart rate down. Hopefully you have that water break. You're gonna bring the arms up overhead, do a nice sweep, and then sweep down below. So bowing forward, spinning down below. Okay, you're inhaling as you come up, big stretch. Exhaling, letting it go. Knees a little bit bent. Just try to be as relaxed as you can. And that'll just help stretch out the shoulders and hamstring. Okay, I'm gonna stay in that forward fold. You can hug your arms. You can hug yourself up nice and tight as well if you want more of that back stretch. If that feels good, then you're squeezing yourself in. Whatever you feel like right now. Swing. Okay, deep breaths in and out. Slowly bring that heart rate down. Okay, come back into the top of the mat. Sweep arms overhead. Exhale, down low. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. So we're just gonna start with a simple lunge. Your hands can just stay on the floor here, and your chest is kind of pressing up against your left thigh here, and your back toes are tucked under. And just breathing into the belly here. Keep your hands on the floor here in this runner's lunge stretch, where we're going to engage that right leg and to lift the knee up off the floor. So I'm engaging the muscles in my right leg, just put it under tension, activate that right leg so that I'll feel my hip flexor stretch a little bit deeper. So I'm reaching up through my heel, my kneecap is pulling up into my quadricep, and my right glute muscles are engaging right now. Okay, so keep holding that. And then release the knee down to the floor, and then we'll come up and we'll start opening the front of the top body here. So reaching up, sidelines of the body, the right arm's gonna come, left arm's gonna come down to the side. So there's a big stretch to the right side of the body. Bend the knee to the hip, hip to the rib cage, from the rib cage, armpit, and then right up to the fingertips on the right side. Should feel everything. Bring it up with both arms here. Take your arms straight ahead of you and then open straight up to the left. Your left arm's reaching back. If this feels like it's too crunchy in your shoulder, bring your left hand onto your left hip and just keep reaching forward with your right arm. Okay, but you do want to work on getting some rotation in that shoulder, even if you just put your hand on your left shoulder just to help it pull open a little bit. As a little reminder, that can also be helpful as well. Close it in, reach up, and then bring it down. Step back into plank pose, lower through chaturanga. So bringing it to up dog, I'm just gonna hold this extension here as it feels amazing. Taking the chest up. Okay, if you're not so flexible in your spine, then you can be down here. Okay, just working on that. So a good thing to do every day is move into some kind of cobra. Extension is excellent for your back. For the health of your back, please do some extensions every day. At least reaching your arms over your head while you're standing is an extension. So your body will thank you for it. Looking over the right shoulder here, and then slowly looking over the left shoulder. And then coming back to center and then releasing down. So we're gonna press up. You can just press up to the tabletop and then back into down dog. And holding that down dog, get the calf muscles stretching out by walking, pedaling the feet up, bending the right knee, left knee. Right foot steps forward, left knee to the floor, and just holding that runner's lunge. Holding for a second here, chest is kind of leaning up against the right thigh. I'm just relaxing down. Bring the weight down into the pose first, or into the hips. Okay, now activating the left leg here by pushing it through the heel. You want to think about the back of the knee, the left knee kind of lifting off. So you're really pushing back through the back heel engaging your kneecap so that the quadricep, if you feel it, it should be contracting, should be engaged. And same with your left glute. So right there, engage. Not poke at it, it'll wake up. You want to wake these muscles up. Breathe into it. Okay, one more breath. And then release the knee down. And then bring it all the way up. Arms can reach up. Okay, let's do the left side stretch. Now the right arm's going to come down to the side. You're just doing this side bend that feels amazing or really intense, depending on how you look at it. So from the knee, right, from the knee to the hip, hip to the armpit, all the way up. That's whole sideline body, getting a big stretch while that hip and spine is an extension. Keep breathing into it. And then both arms are coming up in front of you and then open back. So open that arm back, right arm coming back, reaching, breathing. And that hand can stay on your hip if you want to as well. Oh, I have a low battery. I better check that. Just stay with the pose, everyone. I'll plug you in and you'll be okay. All right. Okay. All right, and then coming out, reaching up, both arms, exhale, hands down to the floor, and then step back into plank pose and lower through chaturanga. Up dog here and just breathing here. Looking over the other shoulder. And then come back to center. Okay, now we're just going to pull back into child's pose and just sink and breathe here for a little bit. Okay, so let's slowly come up from child's pose. We'll come up to tabletop position. We'll do a shoulder stretch. The right arm's going to come up to the right or up to this guy. Just face this way, and then the right arm's going to slide underneath. So you're just going to do a little thread under, and the head's going to come to the floor. So completely release your right arm onto the floor. Just try to let it go. Let the weight fall forward so that your head is resting on the mat and the weight is on your shoulder. Okay, and then slowly press up. Switching sides. Left arm. Breathe, reach it up and thread it under. All right, and slowly release. So come on back up. Let's go to downward facing dog from there. So last down dog. I'm just going to change the angle of the feet here in down dog. So go duck feet, so your toes are pointing out and your heels are in downward facing dog. Try to push the heels back, so you walk your feet back. If you don't feel the stretch enough, slide your feet back And then go pigeon toe, toes in and heels out, in down dog. Keep pushing back through the heels. So just changing that angle, finding out where you need to stretch. All right, and then toes point forward and then come down to the knees and shins. And then we're just going to round the spine. So tuck the chin in and then open the spine. So lift the chin chest, pull the shoulders back. And then come back to neutral spine, come back into reclined heroes. So walking the hands back. If this is too much flexion for your knees, if you have any knee injuries and you want to modify this, then you may need to come up into camel position. So just on your knees and shins, and just take a gentle back bend from there. Pull the elbows back. If you have no problem doing this, you can also open your knees a little bit wider and come back. And you can go back all the way to thunderbolt pose, laying down flat. We're not going to spend too much time here, so just another 2 or 3 breaths. So you can drop your head back as well. Okay, and then come forward, and then we're going to spin around so that we're on the seat. Okay, we're going to do some rocking motion here, just to open up the hips. So we're going to rock back, and then we're going to do some reaching. So we're going to rock back onto your back, and then rock up, and your feet are a little bit wide, your knees are wide, and then you're going to reach forward through the center. So rocking back, keep your core engaged, and then reach forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. Now we're going to figure 4. So right ankle underneath the left, and then I'm going to spin around. So we're like this. So you come up, so your left knee is pointing up and your right knee is down, and then we're going to reach through. Okay, and then you're going to rock back and switch the side. So your right knee is pointing up, and your left knee is down. And then you're reaching through. Okay? Switch. Inhale back. And then exhale, rock up. Inhale back. One more time. Okay, this next rock up, we're just going to rock up, cross your ankles, and then come into a cross-legged position. Lift the arms up, and then exhale, fold down. Okay, breathing into the back. You can walk over. I'm just going to spin around here. I'm going to walk, folding forward over to your right knee, and maybe rest your head towards your right knee. Over to your left. Back to center. Deep breath into your spine, into your hips. And releasing out. Legs straight forward, arms reaching up. Exhale, fold forward, folding over the legs. If you feel, or if your hamstrings are super tight and you just always have trouble reaching your feet, I recommend doing the roll up mat trick. So lifting the edge of your mat up, and that's putting your feet into flexion, just making a nice little nook for your feet to push into, and you're holding onto the edges of the mat and you're pulling. So it gives you some traction, gives you some leverage to move yourself into that position, and that way you're not looking like this and trying to reach your toes. You're lengthening your low back, and then you're leaning forward from that position so that you're not engaging your abs so much. You are just moving more naturally to stretch your hamstrings and not try to put all these other muscles under stress while you're trying to do this one position. If this still feels like you're using way too much ab muscles to do it, then putting your legs up against a wall to do a hamstring stretch may be your best bet. Unfortunately, doing something more lying down and more restorative. Okay, otherwise, using this or using a strap works pretty good too. Okay, so just keep demoing like this. Even if I can reach my toes fine, but I feel this pose way different just by doing this pose. Just by using this mat as a prop, it works really good. I feel it way differently than if I don't have it and I'm just touching my toes. I don't feel like I'm getting as deep as a hamstring stretch. Okay, so it does kind of work magically. It's magic. Okay. Breathing deep into that position. What I'm saying basically is don't be afraid to use props, even if you feel like you're advanced. Props are good. Any kind of props, they'll change your pose, they'll change your practice. Okay, it's always about changing it up because your body adapts and gets used to routine very easily. It's very efficient that way. Okay, grab Baddha-Konasana, by the way, grabbing onto your feet. Your feet are together, your knees are wide. Again, just try to keep your back flat for this as much as possible. Pulling the knees down, leaning forward, maybe putting a little bit of pressure of your elbows. If your elbows reach down to your calves or shins, you can apply a little bit of pressure there to help the knees release down. Not totally rounding my back, so I'm not trying to pull my head down to my feet, although that is a pose you can take if you really feel like you need to round your back and move into the stretch that way. But right now we're just trying to focus on stretching inner thighs. Okay, and then releasing. Get another inner thigh, so we're going into the wide V-sit position. So toes are pointing up, trying to keep your feet flexed as best as you can. We're just going to do a simple reach forward. And then again, here's another position where you can use block or a cushion in front of you just to keep yourself propped up. Because then if you're like here and you're kind of leaning back, and if you can't even tilt your pelvis to move forward into the stretch, then it's not going to work for you. So what you can do is prop yourself up on a block. So put your, sit on a block, sit on a cushion, and that'll tilt your tailbone, pull it back, and then your pelvis will tilt forward, and then you'll be able to just kind of tip into the position, and your hamstrings will go, feels great. They'll talk to you a little bit more. Okay, and you can round your back in this position too, so once you feel like you can't go any further, then you can reach down a little bit closer to the floor and grab onto your feet if you want to, or just reach forward and just relax a little bit more into the position. Move over to your left leg. Okay, and just bowing towards your left knee. Switch sides over to your right. Okay, and then coming back to center. All right. So there's a lot of forward folding. We're going to go back into an extension through the spine again, and just a simple one here. You can arch back and stay in this position with your arms straight, back behind you, and I'm just leaning back in this position. Or you can come back onto your elbows and your forearms behind you, and then you're just leaning back in this position. So arching your back, lifting your chest, and putting yourself into an extension. Okay, if you want to move right into fish position, and you feel like you have no issues with your neck, and then you can move into the full position. Walk your elbows a little bit closer down to the top part of the mat, and then you can release the head back. So the back of your head comes onto the floor, and then you're lifting back. You can also do this supported. You can put a cushion right underneath your shoulder blades, and then that'll help you move into the position a little bit more, and maybe it puts a little less stress on your neck. It feels like your head's really heavy. Okay, so keep breathing wherever you are. You're basically, what you're trying to do is push down into your elbows and forearms, and that is propping yourself up. Okay? Okay, and then push down into your forearms, lift your head up first, and then you can release all the way down. So bring your knees in and move into happy baby position. So grabbing onto your knees, grabbing onto your shins, or grabbing onto your toes or your feet, and then rocking side to side, back and forth. Letting your eyes relax or close here, focusing a little bit more into your breath here as we cool down. Grabbing on now to your knee, right knee, and then the left leg will go away down onto the floor, so straight leg. It feels like there's a curve in your spine, your low back. While you straighten your leg, bend into your left knee for a moment here, and just try to flatten that curve out as best as you can. Maybe when it settles down, you can straighten it out a little bit more. Meanwhile, you're squeezing that right knee in towards your chest. Okay, now releasing it and crossing that knee over to the left. So guide it over to the left with your left hand, and try to keep your left hand on the outer knee or thigh, and just kind of gently press it down. So you try to press the knee down, not try to force it down, but gently guide it, and you'll feel like there's a little bit more intensity there when you add the weight of your hand into the position. So it's really good self-adjustment just to bring it down. You'll feel a stretch in your IT band, feel that knee in your low back, you'll feel that glute, you'll feel your hip flexor, and you'll start to feel it all across your body, radiating out through your right shoulder, your right arm as well. As that right arm stretching out to the side, you can change the angle of your arm, where it is from your shoulder, up or down. Play around with the position, or maybe you're just being still and just enjoying this stretch. My favorite stretch when I'm lying down here at the end of a yoga class. It's a great way to cool down. Feels really good for the spine. Feels great after any kind of workout you do. Just to kind of move into that twist and relax into the twist. Opens the shoulder. Allowing 3 more deep breaths in and out through the nose. Come through here. Head, by the way, tilting. Could be tilted to the left or to the right. Traditionally, it's you're looking over your right shoulder with your knee pointed to the left. So you're doing opposite and getting a big twist through the body. But do whatever's comfortable for you. When you're ready, though, we're coming out of that position and just going back to neutral spine here. Bring that knees in and give yourself a big hug. Breathing into the back, good squeeze. And release. Switching sides, that left knee is going to come in and the right leg is going to stretch away and down to the floor. Otherwise, if you have that curve in your spine, then you're bending the knee. But otherwise, yeah, you're pulling that knee in. Alright, so guide that knee, left knee, to the right side, down to the floor. And again, keep your right hand on the knee, on the outer knee, and just keep pulling it down. Add a little bit of weight, add a little bit of pressure, I should say, and pulling that knee down towards the floor. Meanwhile, you try to keep that left shoulder pulling back in the opposite direction. You can bring your left hand on your left shoulder and adjust yourself that way. Again, just another couple breaths here. Breathing into that shoulder, changing that position of the arm if you wish to. And just slowly release. Coming back to your spine. Give yourself a hug. Okay, so windshield wipers are next. Feet to the floor. And the knees are wide and the arms are onto the T position and knees are going left and right. So just checking in, adjusting, because some people, you don't really notice that your feet are more together in this pose, but do make sure that your feet are pretty much at the edges of your mat so that your feet are wide and your knees are wide, and then you'll feel a bigger kind of twist, a little more action happening when your knees are moving from left to right. You'll feel that across the abdominals and you'll feel that on your shoulders, as opposed to when your feet are just kind of together. You don't get a lot of movement. You get more kind of twisting in the, you'll feel that more in the glutes or the edges of your glutes, but not so much throughout the entire body. So wide knees, wide feet. Okay, drop your knees. When your knees fall to the left, hold them there just for a moment. Let your head drop to the left as well. Pull the chin towards the shoulder. Breathe. Keep pulling everything down. Shoulders glued down to the floor. Keep holding on. Switch sides. Knees to the right side. Head also to the right. Big breaths. Then coming back to center. Okay, from here you can move right into Shavasana if you want to join me for Shavasana. You just want to go to bed, then you can. It's nighttime. I believe you. You're tired. But if you want to just join me for a quick little body scan, it'll check in with the body, then you can. Just a quick Shavasana tonight. Arms alongside your body, palms facing the ceiling, or just get into any comfortable position you want to. Maybe you would like to go into Sukhasana with your legs cross-legged. Maybe you're propped up on a cushion.
Maybe your knees are bent and you're just lying on your floor, whatever is going to be comfortable. So that is key, because what you want to do is put your body into this complete bubble of stillness for the next few moments. So to do that, you just want to think about the different areas of your body. So bring your consciousness to those areas of your body as I explain them, and try to relax each part. So I'm starting with your heels. So think about being heavy, sink down through the heels, moving now to the calves. Just soften throughout the backs of the calf muscle, backs of knees, backs of thighs, both right side, left side. Fronts of the thighs, both right side, left side, shins, feet, and the soles of the feet. So completely heavy through the right leg and through the left leg. The sides of the hips, the glute muscles. Begin to soften through the tailbone. Breathe into the low back and the hips. Notice your low back, your mid back, and your upper back. Notice your shoulder blades slide down and pull back into the floor, resting on your mat or resting on your floor. Notice the backs of the arms contacting the floor, the earth. The backs of hands heavy, rested. All 10 fingers, all 10 toes, completely still. And then moving your attention to the sides of the neck, your back of the neck, and completely just letting the head go and be heavy. Resting, being supported by the mat, by your floor, by the earth. The whole back body, resting, recharging. Fill space across the forehead. Soften through the eyebrows. Let the eyelids feel heavy. Let all the muscles around the eyes smooth out and relax. Relax your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Relax completely the tongue in your mouth. The whole face relaxed. Breathing, the air moving in through the nostrils. Notice the chest rise, notice the belly rise. And soften completely the chest, the belly. From here, just keep noticing the cycle of your breath, the slight rise on the inhale, your chest and belly, and the fall on the exhale. The rhythm of your breath. The stillness of your body. to your breath. And just starting the movement from there. So just notice your breath moving your body. Notice the simplicity of it. So the expansion, maybe your back lifting slightly off the mat on your inhale and then falling on the exhale. Notice your rib cage expanding out on the inhale, pulling in on the exhale. And just keep visualizing that breath. Imagine it's just kind of spreading out from the center of your body. Imagine breathing right down to your toes, breathing right through your arms to your fingertips, then from your neck to your head, expanding in all directions, and bringing movement into your fingers and into your toes, as if you're breathing life back into those parts of your body. Some sound into your breath. Get a deep sense of gratitude as well throughout your whole body here as you reawaken and be amazed what your body can do. Adding on bits of motion here, so either back to windshield wipers, to a morning stretch, yawning, whatever is going to help you kind of re-energize a little bit, just to carry on either with the rest of your evening or maybe the rest of your day if you're watching this at another time. From there, you're rolling or rocking over onto your right side. And just bringing yourself up into seated. From there, you can continue on your meditation journey if you want to. We'll be signing off from here. So namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back to virtual classes for now. Good to be back. So yeah, leave your questions or comments below. I want to hear from you guys and just let me know what you want to see in your classes or your workouts or your stretches. I like to read comments and just get ideas because it's kind of hard when I don't have a class to teach to. So yeah, it's just easier to come up with different themes and then I can work from there and I can kind of cater these classes to some of you guys that are looking for specific things, because yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff on YouTube and there's a lot of there's just a lot of content out there. So if you have been looking on YouTube and at different classes and you're noticing that there's like a type of class that is not out there, then maybe I can do that or I can try to. So yeah, just let me know. Share this video, like it, or yeah, check me out on YouTube, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Monday class is flow, vinyasa flow, and Wednesday class again for HIIT core yoga. See you guys.